Feminists want men to. Several prominent male and female authors are featured in this video discussing how society has raised women to be entitled, shameless, and unaccountable for their own decisions and victimizing men. The final man in this video makes an interesting point about how women are taught to blame men for everything, but men are not. Women want to be equal while also being unequal. Before we begin, please click the like button and subscribe to see more videos like this. Hello and welcome to One Male. This video features survivors of fourth wave feminism. This video delves into the 6th chapter of his first book, Delinking Accountability from Responsibility, in which he claims that boys are taught to take responsibility at a young age while girls are not. Gender is a social construct. Women are taught to exploit men's need to provide and protect. They want Simpson Cox to lobby the government on behalf of women whenever he sees fit. Women suffer, but femininity is a social construct. In the past, we've all been taught that men are the ones to blame for not being able to support a family. It's been drilled into us so many times that I'm surprised we're allowed to think for ourselves. Men are the reason single parenthood is a problem. While it is true that single mothers do more work at home and with their children than married couples do, it's also true that they are more likely to be supported by their partners financially than single fathers are. And yet, when Obama was running for president in 2008, he made sure to female court voters by blaming men for the problem of single parenthood. Obama was successful in this strategy because he knew how powerful women could be, and he knew how much they would benefit from the opportunity to vote for him. By telling women that they needed their husbands' help to raise healthy children who would grow up with good morals and values, he was able to convince them that his policies would help them achieve their goals. Having more children than ever before and having those children stay. First, let me provide a migrant's guide to retiring in Southeast Asia on $200,000 or less. He retired at 33 and left the West with his savings. This book teaches readers how to earn a monthly passive income in Southeast Asia. It is an excellent book for someone like Vincent MGTOW, who could have read it before traveling to Asia and becoming overwhelmed. Perhaps men were designed for drinking filthy martinis on the beach and photograph ladder boys. What do you stand to gain by wearing those veal-fattening pants? Even though being a guy is a social construct, women blame men for everything. He claims that fourth-wave feminism intends to destroy democracy and replace it with socialist dictatorships that deprive women of all rights and advantages. Women suffer from cognitive dissonance, which includes feminism. They do things that appear beneficial in the short term, but ultimately destroy themselves. The author provides a checklist of options versus accountability, such as women who choose to incur debt but do not accept responsibility for repaying it. Women pursue pointless degrees and then refuse to take responsibility after becoming employable only as baristas, as well as women who choose to work but expect the government to bail them out if they do not invest properly. According to the author, there are numerous reasons why a woman may choose to take out student loans and not repay them. The most common cause is that she either does not have time for a job or does not want to work outside the home. Furthermore, many women choose not to attend college because they do not want to spend money on something that does not interest them, or because they believe that their degree will make them happy regardless of the type of job they end up taking. To benefit society from this issue, we must begin holding women accountable for their actions by holding them responsible for their educational and career choices. As an example, He uses Serena Williams' abuse of a male umpire after losing to a more petite lady. He'd be sexist if he gave the point to a man, but this was a contest between two women. If Serena had more brain cells, she would have called him a racist. So perhaps the umpire was sexist after all. I've heard various stories about Serena's gender. He believes that Western women feel entitled because of their perceived persecution. So why do they get away with it? They take advantage of men's desire to protect women when women get what they want. They express their anguish once more. I can't recall any evidence demonstrating that women only advocate for equality in white-collar jobs rather than blue-collar ones. It all boils down to women demanding full pay while refusing to work. He also mentions how, during the second wave of feminism, women were like Rosie the Rye Vetter, attempting to prove that they, too, could work in factories like men. Instead of trying to prove men wrong, feminist workers in the fourth wave of feminism walk off the job in protest. In the final frame, the lady appears irritated because the man does not understand her illogical point. She also sees herself as a victim, even though women make 70 to 80% of the money in society. Finally, in this chapter, he examines the 2016 Trump-Clinton election. Both candidates were unpopular, and Hillary was pushing the agenda that the future belongs to women, which is why she was unwanted. I don't believe this because Trudeau was a male feminist who was re-elected, although everyone knew he had cognitive dissonance. He also fired his female attorney general after she accused him of wrongdoing. Madonna and Rosie O'Donnell wanted to burn down the White House with Trump inside. That same hatred is now directed at anti-jabbers, who some claim are secret Trump supporters. If Hillary had won, most of our favorite YouTube channels would still exist, and censorship would not have gotten so out of hand. Instead, Trump was put there to blame for all of the bad things that were happening in their lives, and he did. As men, we must accept responsibility for our own lives and stop listening to women who blame us for everything that has gone wrong in their lives. When almost everything bad that happens to a man is the result of an unjust woman, women exploit men's Achilles heel. We feel sorry for them and want to help them even when they tell lies. Nature appears to be incredibly hostile to our species' survival. Yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you again in our next video.